Well, if you didn't know, January 12th was National Pharmacist Day. A couple of days have passed since then, but we want to highlight the pharmacy's contribution, of course, to the health of the community. And joining me in studio now is Chelsea Mayer. She's the manager of pharmacy services with U of L Health. And Chelsea, thanks so much for being here, because there's some important information we want to get to folks. In January, insurance plans change, and that can mean higher costs for drugs. So what's happening? Tell us about it.
So at the first of every year, either you've switched to a new plan or things about your plan may have changed. So you could have had the same insurance for the last 5 years, but the rules may have changed now. That happens every year. Also, at the first of the year, you could have a high deductible plan that you didn't have last year. So it's really important to work with your pharmacist to understand what those new costs are to you, how your plan has changed, because now it could be that there's a drug available that could be a better cost for you that wasn't before. But that is going to be regulated on the insurance level, and then it is communicated to the pharmacy, and we will share that information with you from the insurance side.
Okay, and speaking of costs, we have a story coming up at 5 o'clock about middlemen and how they actually make prices go up as well. It's not the pharmacy. Can you kind of explain how that works?
So pharmacies ourselves, we're going to set the price based on the, price of the drug, some other factors, and then a small dispensing fee. But what your price is actually going to be is not that price. That's the price that goes to your insurance plan. But what is actually going to come to you is what your insurance plan tells me I need to charge you. Okay. So that could be based on a tier. So you've got medications that are generic drugs. That's typically going to be your lowest priced option. And then as you get into more specialty injectable medications, and those meds cost more, you're going to have a larger cost sharings on some plans, but not all plans. Sometimes it's the same price across the board. But within that first of the year, you're going to see the most change in plans, and you're going to get caught off guard the most often. Where these, what they're calling middlemen, come into play, it could be extra programs that factor into the cost on the insurance side. And then that's going to make the insurance program have to increase their cost to the patient directly.
Okay. I know one of the things you really wanted to talk about was finding a pharmacy that's right for you, how important that is. And that probably has, things to do with hours, staffing, all kinds of things, right?
Yep, all of those things. So there's a lot of factors. I love to call this finding your best fit pharmacy. So whenever I'm talking about our pharmacy, I love to tell you all the reasons why U of L Health is a great pharmacy. But at the end of the day, as a pharmacist, I want to help anyone find the best pharmacy that's going to work for them. So things to think about are the convenience factor. Would you rather have your meds mailed to you, or do you want to pick them up down the street? Or also, what is going to be your cost difference? So some insurances, they're going to charge more at certain pharmacies than others. And what that reason is that insurance company makes contracts with pharmacies. And then you could have a lower cost at one pharmacy than another. So that's worth looking into. And then lastly, just like you said, find a place where the pharmacist makes you feel respected, makes you feel heard. Staffing across all pharmacies, from pharmacists and technicians, is a problem right now. So making sure you're still finding a place that you feel like they have time for you and you're connecting with that pharmacist.
So important.
For sure.
Thank you so much for being here, Chelsea.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thanks.